Good morning, my dear students. Let's start our IP class. In the previous class, we have learned about copyright and licensing and plagiarism also. In today's class, we are going to discuss about some software and types of software. So you all know there are two types of software used in computer. They are system software and application software. System software example is operating system, and the application software example is any application like Word, PowerPoint, etc. That's not our topic. Our topic is free and open source software. That is, it is denoted as FOSS. Free and open source software is a kind of software that all allows users to not only run the program but also provides to access its source code too. That means if you are purchasing a software, we can use that program, we can execute that program, as well as we can see its source code. That means we can access its source code so that we can modify according to our wish, and we can distribute copies of the original versions or their altered version. So as the name implies, free and open source software means a software which can freely run, then we can access the source code, then we can modify, we can distribute copies are known as. So then we can create our own version for that software. It is known as free and open source software. So freely access, freely distribute, freely modify, like that the concept of free and open source software. Then there may be some criteria must be met for force. There source code must be included. If it is a force, that means free and open source software, its source code must be included. So anyone is allowed to modify the source code. So if suppose I am creating a force, then its source code is included and I am distributing to you. You can access the source code and you can modify the source code too. Then you can distribute, that means redistribute that modified versions. The license must not require the exclusion of other. It must be free. So free software. That means as the name implies, anyone can access, distribute, modify, change the code, create new version. So in the criteria is source code is included. Anyone must be allowed to modify the source code. Modified versions are redistributed. License must not require the exclusion of other, and it must be free. Examples of free and open source software. Our governments are encouraging this free and open source software so that common users can freely access that software and freely use that software. So governments are encouraging. So there are many free and open source software. You all know we are using that. That means as operating system we are using Linux and Ubuntu. It is free. It is a force. That means free and open source software. Then in DBMS, what is DBMS? It is a database for the collection of data, which is known as DBMS, database management system. So if you are logging in a Gmail, what happened? Our credentials are checked with the credentials in the Google server. Then if it is okay, then only we can log in. This is possible by using a database management system or database. So we are studying MySQL, which is free and open source software, MongoDB, SQLite. Then as programming language, Java, PHP and Python. Our Python is a force, that means free and open source software. Then in internet browser, we can use Firefox, Apache Server, Apache Tomcat, Chrome. These all are free software. So the usage of free software is more convenient for us because no need to spend money on that software. We can use freely, we can edit freely, we can redistribute freely, we can create our own versions and so on. So if it is copyrighted, what happened? Our Microsoft is copyrighted. So Windows is not a free software because Windows is Microsoft's operating system. Then you all know MS Access, MS Word. There are many application programming. Then Visual Studio, C Sharp, .NET. These all are from Microsoft, so they are copyrighted. So by using free software, we can freely access, modify, create our own versions of the software. Then types of software based on use. Free software and open source software are the types of software based on. Then proprietary software, freeware, shareware. So according to our use, we can classify. First is free software. Free software, as the name implies, we can freely access that software, freely use, changed, improved, and distributed. So it provides all types of freedom. The term free means freedom with no cost. So source code is also available. That means if we are using free software, we can freely access, freely use, changed, copied, then distributed. Then it allows all types of freedom, which is known as free software. And so free software can anyone can use, and the author of the software uh, will allow all users to distribute, copy, change, new, create new versions, etc. So author will completely give freedom to us in free software. But next is open source software. Open source software is also similar to free software. That means it can be freely used, changed, improved, copied, and redistributed. But it may have some type of cost. That means for some further development, some difference from free software. That is, source code is also available with OSS. OSS means open source software. So we can modify and redistribute, but the license restrict source code from distributed and modification to maintain the author's integrity. That means the person or the company which is created this software give some license. That means we can modify, but up to some level. We cannot change the author's integrity. In free software, according to our wish, we can change. But in open software, we can change, redistribute, modify all the same as free software, but it will restrict by using some license, it will restrict some type of modification. That means without affecting the original image of the program or original content of the program, we can modify, but there is a license. In that license, it will be specified that we cannot change the integrity of the software. A software which is free as well as open. That means if it is free and open, open means anyone can change. It is called free and open source software or free labor or open source software. That means in free software without any cost we can modify. Source code is available with free software. We can change, improve, redistribute it. It provides all types of freedom. In open source software is the same thing happen. Freely used, redistributed, copied, freely accessible. We can get the source code all the same way. But there are some conditions. That means we will not be allowed to change the integrity of the software. Next is proprietary software. That is the software proprietary. That means it is personal to someone like that. That means these software are neither open nor freely available. It have some cost. If you pay the cost, we can give the software. That means they must have some cost, and source code is not given since it is proprietary of the developer organization. No change, copy and redistribution are allowed. That means if you are asking some software, we will get that software. Suppose its amount is 500k, then we can pay 500k and we will get the corresponding software like our antivirus software we are purchasing, like that we can accessible. but we cannot get the code, we cannot get the source code, we cannot redistribute the code. If without source code, how can we redistribute? We cannot sell the software like that. Some conditions will be there, like our personal belongings. If we are selling it to someone for the cost, he can use it. That's all. Then freeware. Freeware, as the name means, free of cost. They can be used, copied, distributed, but no modification is allowed because source code is not available. In freeware also source code will not be available, but it will available. We can simply download from Play Store that software. We can use it, but source code is not available, so we cannot modify or we cannot send to another or redistribute. Then shareware. Shareware means these software are freely used, copied and distributed for a certain period of time. After expiry, you have to purchase or uninstall them. So if you are purchasing some courses app, then what happened for 1 year we purchase that. After 1 year it will be locked. So we cannot use that software again. Up to our payment limit, we can use the software. Modification is not possible definitely because we will not get the source code. If source code is available, then only modification is possible. That is possible in free software and open source software only. So source code is not available, and we can get the program or application software, but what happened if we purchase for 1 year, after 1 year the validity will be over. So these are the types of software based on use. What are they? First is free and open source software. That means free and open source software means we can freely run, redistribute, etc. These are free and open source. In types of software based on use, we can classify as free software. That means we can access the software, we can access the code, redistribute, change, improve. We can create our own versions without any cost. Open source software also allow these things. That means we can access source code, we can access, share, copy, then we can edit, we can improve the version, redistributed, all. But it have some cost, means some restrictions are there. Without affecting others' integrity, we can modify it, which is known as force. Then free, as well as if a software is free and open, as well as open, it is called free and open source software, or free library, or and open source software flows. That means force or flows. Then next is proprietary software, means we can purchase that software and use, but no source code is not available. Freeware means we can avail the software free of cost, but we cannot modify or distribute because source code is not available. Shareware also we can available the software by using some cost. By paying some cost, we have to use that software, but up to a particular limit of time. After that limit, the expiry will be over, and if we want to use that, we have to renew it. Otherwise, the access of that particular software will be blocked. As usual, it cannot be modified because source code is not available. So these are the types of software based on use. Force have many advantages over proprietary software. You all know we can use freely, we can distribute, and security, low cost, and there are some forums which is uh, remove the errors in the program, so on. Drawbacks also there. In security there may be drawbacks because any user can modify it. So if we collected the software from that corresponding user, and there may be some force licenses too. They are GPL, CC, Apache software license, MIT software license, and so on. So that's all for our topic software. Let's wind up for now. Let's continue the class in next day. Thank you and have a nice day.